they all could use it. I mean, we're all rooting for Shannon, right? Would love to see Shannon find someone. Everybody is overreacting, I feel, on the fact that Leah McSweeney, this was the headline this week. Andy Cohen suffers major loss in court or major back, it's that he's had a really bad day in court. I think people are making way too much of this. Basically, this is in the lawsuit where he's being sued by Leah McSweeney, or as we like to call her, Leah McSweeney. And basically, his team moved to dismiss the case, which is not an uncommon move amongst lawyers, and it's really hard to get a case dismissed. It's basically saying that it doesn't have any merits at all and that it shouldn't be heard at all because it's so clearly just a case that is not a real case. By the way, Justin Timberlake just reached a deal to resolve his DUI case in the Hamptons. I don't know what type of. Let's see if we could find out about this, because I mean, I was over there all day when that happened, trying to see what was going on. But apparently there's a deal reached. But you're not telling us what the deal is. So let me see if I can find that before we get off. But so basically, so Andy's case wasn't, the motion to dismiss was denied, which is not shocking. It's really hard to get a case dismissed, and just to say that there are no merits to it. So basically, then Leah's attorneys went ahead and they wanted to start discovery, which is taking all the stuff and having access to all the stuff of Andy's, including, private texts and phone conversations. And his side just said, we don't want to start the discovery and we don't want to hand anything over until we know that the lawsuit is going forward and is not that we're not going to win on the motion to dismiss, which you hardly ever win on a motion to dismiss. And the judge said, no, we're going to let Leah's case go ahead with discovery. Going ahead with discovery is a part of any lawsuit. If you get sued, eventually there's going to be discovery, and the other side has a right to request all sorts of documentation from you. So the fact that Leah is allowed to go ahead with discovery and get private phone calls and private recordings and all this stuff from Andy isn't really that big, like a loss for Andy. I mean, it's not great, but it's just like saying her lawsuit is moving forward. So it's not really that big a loss. People are acting like Andy's private records are going to be handed over, and well, any lawsuit that anyone faces, the private records are going to be handed over. So I think that's overstated. I don't think it's such a loss for him. I don't know, I'm very conflicted on Leah's case. I thought she had merit when it started, and then I didn't, based on some reliable sources that I know. But I don't know. I mean, she's basically claiming that she was told to drink, and her, alcoholism and sobriety was not respected, and that she was told you make better ratings when you're unpredictable, so go have a drink. Sounds like a pretty good case to me. But she's got to prove it. I don't think this is such a major setback for Andy. I think it's just, the burden of proof is on the defendant if you want to stop the discovery process. And so to stop the discovery process is really a big thing. I think the fact that it's being allowed isn't really such a loss. Speaking of the annoyance, the total annoyance that is Vicky Gunvalson, she really annoys me, this woman. She has spoken out recently and said, if we ever saw her season of Morocco, that Brandy would be exonerated. Here's the problem with that. A, stop talking about it, Vicky. There's no sense in talking about it. We're never going to see that season. Second of all, you also lie, girl. You lied about cancer. I mean, let's not forget that. And now you're being sued. Did you lie to someone in the business? Because you're being sued by this elderly woman who says that you lied or whatever the hell else you did. I don't know the facts. I don't have them in front of me. I don't really care. The point is, Phaedra also stands by Vicky. So I know you guys are thinking, well, that doesn't really tell us anything because, I mean, Phaedra's been caught in a lie or two. I just lose sight of things when it comes to Phaedra. I love my Phaedra. She's so damn funny and she makes great TV. But, I don't know. We're never going to see this. And she hasn't sued anyone, Brandy. So I don't know. That whole story kind of bores me. I've we're never going to see this season. So what's the point? There's a lot of fake rumors I've been seeing about New Jersey casting that they're touching down and they're actively talking to tons and tons and tons of young families with children in New Jersey. This is such bullshit. New Jersey is not on anyone's radar in September. What is the date today? September 15th. It's not on anyone's radar. Sure, if someone knows a family and its producers and friends of a friend, they might be having a conversation now, but this isn't on anyone's radar to cast in September or October or November. Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, because we're not doing it. At New Year, we might start thinking about New Jersey. So that's total bullshit. So for everyone who thinks like that there's New Jersey casting news and you're reading all these fake headlines or listening to all these fake people just make these stories up. It really is crazy. I guess you just can make a story up and then there's supposed to be validity to it. Did everyone listen yesterday on Patreon? We recapped RHOC. And I just think the scene was I really like this scene where Emily was kind of telling Alexis, like, can't you just have compassion, at least some compassion for Shannon? And she is just like, everyone needs to basically get off the Shannon train. I mean, the woman crashed her car into a house and she's still drinking. Like, I don't understand what all of the fanfare for Shannon is. So, okay, you do kind of have a point. But you do kind of have a point. Let's talk about Nicole. Now, I'm recording this a day or two before Sunday, so anything could happen, but it's really funny. I mean, is Nicole really out of RHOM? It's so funny because the first thing I did is reach out to my Bravo Bench co-host, Anakin Koses, who Anna does know a thing or two about Miami. She does keep in touch with a lot of these people. So look, RHOM casting the new season for season 7, it definitely started this week. So the filming definitely started. That is definitely a true fact. And lots of people were at the filming, pretty much everyone. We had Alexia and Lisa was there. Yeah, so Lisa's coming back, and Larsa and Julia and Gertie and even Adriana and Marisol and Kiki. Look, the plan was to have everybody back. Nicole wasn't there. So, and there also might be some new faces. Nicole took it off her bio. So it's just weird. I mean, again, we have two and a half days between the time I'm recording this to the time this comes out. So anything could happen. I mean, I did talk to Anna about this. Like, sorry, Anna, you're my Bravo Bench co-host along with Ace. And I don't think it's